Hey guys, the architect here, and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about one of the most frequent complaints about Genshin Impact that I hear very often, and it's the belief that you need to spend resin, and once you already spend your daily resin, you pretty much have nothing to do in the game. You see, I used to believe the same thing, and now that I'm almost at AR 50, I do realize how wrong I was. No, you actually need to do lots of things on a daily basis, and if you're not doing those things, you're actually gonna hit a bottleneck eventually, and you're probably gonna regret that. So, in this video, I'm gonna talk about what you should be doing without resin on a daily basis, and if you're not doing that, you're probably gonna regret it later on. So let's get on with it. So first, I'm going to talk about the things that you can do and you don't need to do them on a daily basis, but still you should do them. And then I'm going to go on the things that you should do every single day. So first thing, very quickly, farm chests. All right, that's pretty much like everyone knows we should do that. All right. Do reputation quests like the weekly reputation quests that you get for Mondstadt and Leeway, and the complete the achievements. All right, but those are things that you can do at your own pace. You don't need to do that. The only thing that you should totally do every week is the reputation quests. All right, so in case you don't know what those are, you come over here and there's an NPC on every city, and you need to do this thing. You talk to this NPC, and they're gonna give you a series of quests, and every week you need to do like three different missions to talk, just talk to NPCs and kill three mini bosses, and that's it. It's very simple. All right, so here are the things that you need to do on a daily basis. First off, there is a list of mini bosses that you gotta kill every single day. And those bosses don't actually require resin. So you just go to your book and you have this. Now, the reason why you should be killing this every single day is because eventually you're gonna run out of quests, and this is gonna be one of your main sources of getting artifacts. You need lots of artifacts to raise your main artifacts. You need a lot of trash artifacts to feed them to your main artifacts, and this is a good source of that. Now, another thing is you're gonna need this to ascend your characters, and if you don't do this, eventually you're gonna run out of them. You're gonna run out of these materials, and the only way you can get them is if you actually go to the shop and purchase them. Now, the problem is that if you're a whale like me, that may not be an issue, but if you're not, then you're not gonna have enough stardust to be able to purchase them. And even if you have, even if you are able to purchase them with stardust, it's really a waste of stardust. You could perfectly spend that on other things, like more useful things like this. Alright, so I really recommend doing that every single day. If you're not doing that, you're eventually gonna hit a bottleneck, and that's gonna delay you a lot. Now, another thing that many people don't know they should be doing is they should be farming artifacts. Every single day, you can get 30,000 free artifact experience, and I'm gonna actually link. I'm gonna paste the link in the description. This is the website that you can go to actually see that. So daily artifact XP for EXP farming route. Alright, so you need to do this every single day. You do this every single day, and you're gonna get a lot of low-level artifacts that you can use as fodder to raise your main artifacts. Alright, so you need to do this route every single day. If you don't do this, you're eventually gonna run out of artifacts to feed to your main artifacts, and you're gonna struggle because you're not gonna be able to raise them unless you do dungeons, unless you do domains just to farm artifact experience, but that is not very efficient. I mean, just running dungeons just to get experience, it's not very efficient. So do this, and you're gonna get a lot of experience for free every single day.
We have work to do.
Alright, the next thing that you should be doing is farm weapon materials. Every single day, the game is gonna allow you to craft, and this is up to a certain amount of weapon materials. So let me show you right here, and so you need to visit the blacksmith every single day. So you talk to this guy. You can craft up to 300,000 weapon XP per day. Among these three, you can choose. You can do it however you want, but you cannot craft more than 300,000. That is a hard cap that the game imposes on you. You can see here that I do have the materials, but it doesn't allow me to craft. And if I press start, this happens. Unable to forge mystic enhancement ore today. Alright, the same happens with this. And this is because every single day, the first thing I do is I come here and I craft like crazy. And I craft 300,000 weapon EXP. Now you may say, wait a minute, I do have a lot of weapon EXP. Well, that's not gonna last you forever. I can promise you. You need a lot of weapon experience to raise stuff from level 70 to 80, and you're eventually gonna have many characters. You see, I do have lots of weapons and lots of characters, and you can see that even though I have some legendary weapons here, they're still level 1 because you just can't get everything at the same time. You see, I only have 2 level 80 weapons. And I'm literally doing this every single day. I'm crafting up to the maximum that the game allows every single day. And I'm almost AR 50, and I have only been able to get 3 weapons doing this every single day to level 80. Alright, all the others are 70 or so, are in the 70s. But yeah, so I do recommend that you do this every single day. Now, how do you do that? Well, you need to go and mine. You need to be mining. Now, unfortunately, your world is not gonna have enough to get. For example, if you only do this, if you only use this crystals, you're gonna need exactly 120. You're gonna need 120 crystals to get to the daily cap. You cannot do that every single day in your world because your world doesn't have enough, and they respawn every 3 days or so. So what you're gonna have to do is either you're gonna have to go and spam random worlds from random people and see if they allow you to do that, or you can do what I do and just get a bunch of friends and do that. Otherwise, well, the easiest way to do that is just well, you go to co-op mode and you start spamming random people and see if they allow you to do that. Some people will, other people will kick you straight away. I had to do this for several days before I get like into a group of with a group of friends of mine. So now what we do is we actually farm together. So for example, like every day we go to one of my friends' world, and then when I'm gonna farm my world, I call them so that they can farm them with me. Because you see, when you mine stuff, and this is only with mining materials. If you do like other stuff, this is not gonna work. With mining materials, as long as the other person is close to you, you can both get the drop. So that's how you do it. Now the next thing you should be doing is cooking materials. Now you don't have to do this every single day. It's not mandatory to do that. It is a good thing to do, but keep in mind that the crabs, for example, the fishes, and other cooking materials, they respawn every day. So for example, there are many dishes that I have been unable to complete because I don't have enough meat. Alright, now I know the game gives you a ton of meat, but you see, like, if you want to get everything to achieve perfect cooking on a lot of dishes, you're gonna need lots and lots of materials. So for example, in order to do this, I need lots of crabs, and I can get this from the stores, and I can get this from the. I pretty much send some characters every single day to farm this, so I have lots of them. You can get this very easily um, just by processing it. But the crabs, I'm always lacking crabs, so you need to go and do this. I suggest you eventually get this. Now, you don't need to do this every day. I mean, you can do this at your own pace. But what you should totally be doing every single day is the artifact route. I'm going to paste the link of the description, and also the weapon exp route. All right. I'm actually going to post a link to this. This is the interactive world map. Now, most people already know about this, but in case you don't, I'm gonna post a link on the description, or you can just type on Google Genshin Impact interactive world map, and it pretty much has the list of all the resources. So yeah, guys, that's it. So trust me, there's a lot of things that you need to do every day. Like on average, I spend like 20 minutes every day doing that, farming the artifact route. I spend, I could say, like 30 to 40 minutes, up to an hour, killing every single mini boss on the book for materials. And let's say about I spend like half an hour going to every single mining spot that I already have in the map. Now, because the mining sites respawn like every not every day, but every like 3 days, like every single. Some of them respawn like every day. Some of them. But if you want to be efficient, you should farm this every 3 days. Because every 3 days, all of them are gonna be, all the rocks are gonna be there again. So here are some of the sites that I have. So what I do is, when I already farm my world, I go to someone else's world and I do my daily farming route. So yeah, guys, you need to be doing this every day. So you're gonna spend, I would say, from 1.5 to 3 hours doing this, and this alone, excluding chests, excluding trials, and excluding any other thing that you may think of. Now, also keep in mind that every time you raise your world level, more chests are gonna appear. So keep also that in mind. Alright, guys, so that's it for today. So every single day there's at least 2 hours worth of things that you should be doing, between farming weapon materials, farming artifacts, and killing mini bosses. You should be doing that, because otherwise you're gonna run out of materials, and you're gonna reach a point where you're gonna really have a hard time raising your character power level. Alright, so that's it for today. If you like this kind of videos, feel free to subscribe. I do lots of Genshin Impact tutorials and videos like this. And until next time.